So hello everyone and welcome to Career Launcher. So in today's class we are going to discuss, I hope you are aware that every Sunday at 8 p.m. we are having a static GK discussion where we discuss a lot of important static GK questions and especially things which were asked in the earlier exams. Where we discuss a lot of. So let us begin. So in the last class, that is on last Sunday, we were actually somewhere here, right? We were talking about the vaccine that was developed by Bharat Biotech, and the answer to this question actually was we were talking about Covaxin. We had already discussed in the last class about Covishield, that Covishield was made by AstraZeneca, which is a UK based company, plus Oxford University. And these two actually, and I'm sure you must be aware, last year it was very much in the news that Covishield in some rare case can develop TTS. Yes, good evening everyone. Good evening. Welcome to the class. I think I'm audible, visible. Is the slide visible? Everything is fine? So till now we had discussed in the last Sunday 8 p.m. class. Okay. So from now onwards we'll be talking about today's class. Okay. Yes. So let us begin with today's question. The first question of today is this: what is the full form of ISRO? This was asked in MSc exam. Full form of ISRO they were asking. And since they were asking about full form, I will ask some further question also. First answer this question, then I will ask questions related with ISRO. So yes, the answer is very good. Option C, Indian Space Research Organization. Now I'll be asking questions that where is the headquarter of ISRO? Who is the chairman of ISRO? And which is the most famous launch site of ISRO? Sambhav Sharma, welcome to the class. No problem. I can understand that you might have exams. It's great that you have rejoined. Headquarter is actually in Bengaluru. Chairman? Key events. संभव आप एक काम कीजिएगा, यू कैन गो टू द लाइव सेक्शन, उसमें स्क्रॉल डाउन कीजिएगा, जो इंपॉर्टेंट इवेंट्स है वो हम लोगों ने क्लास लिया है, और अदरवाइज प्लेलिस्ट में जाओगे ना, सो वीकली करंट अफेयर्स विल बी रिवाइजिंग. ठीक है, सो उसमें कवर हो जाएगा. अभी तो दिसंबर 4th वीक हम लोगों ने किया था, टुडे एट 3 PM. सो जनवरी से हम लोग जब रिवाइज कराएंगे ना, सो दैट विल कम. सो संडे 3 PM यू कीप ऑन ज्वाइनिंग द क्लासेस. वी विल रिवाइज फ्रॉम जनवरी ऑनवर्ड्स नेक्स्ट संडे से. सो उसमें सारा कवर होते जाएगा. ठीक है. Chairman, who is the chairman of ISRO? He is considered as Secretary Department of Space. V नारायणन नाम है ना उनका, डॉक्टर वी नारायणन. Chairman is Dr. V Narayanan. Yes. And launch site is SDSC, Satish Dhawan Space Center, Sriharikota. Satish Dhawan Space Center, Sriharikota Island is actually in which state? It is an island. It is on the border of Andhra Pradesh and Tamil Nadu, but actually it is in Andhra Pradesh state. Yes, C is the right answer. Yes, yes, Sarah Sambhav Sharma, you all right. C is the right answer. The next is, what is the full form of NCW? This is a famous commission in NCW, NCSC, NCST, NCBC, NCM. Anna. So these three are constitutional bodies. Anna. Article 338, 338 capital A, 338 capital B. Okay. This is National Commission for Women. So D is the right answer. This is a statutory body. National Commission for Minorities, against a statutory body passed passed as a result of a parliamentary law. Okay. And these three are constitutional body. देन नेशनल कमीशन फॉर प्रोटेक्शन ऑफ चाइल्ड राइट्स करके एक बॉडी है, समथिंग लाइक दिस, है ना. सो दैट इज व्हाट यू शुड बी नोइंग अबाउट. इसको तो बाद में भी रिसेंटली नेशनल कमीशन फॉर बैकवर्ड क्लास को आई थिंक 102nd अमेंडमेंट के बाद बनाया गया था. दिस इज एक्चुअली इन द लास्ट 5-6 years ये वाला हुआ है, ये वाला. ओके, द नेक्स्ट वन इज BCG vaccine is used for what? This is also a previous year question. Tuberculosis, meningitis, scurvy, lung cancer. Previous year question है सेट का. BCG vaccine for what purpose? The right answer is option A, tuberculosis. Yes, CLAT assessment, right. A is the right answer to this question. एक और अक्सर पूछा था, scurvy is caused by the deficiency of which disease? Deficiency of vitamin C. ठीक है. Okay. A is the right answer. Yes, CLAT aspirant Sambhav Sharma, you all were right, है ना. The next is, what is the tenure or term of Rajya Sabha members? हाँ, इससे पहले का विटामिन सी था, राइट. हाँ, टेन्योर ऑफ राज्यसभा मेंबर्स, टेन्योर बताना है. देन यू हैव टू टेल मी. यस, द राइट आंसर इज ऑप्शन डी, 6 years. ठीक है, यू हैव टू टेल मी दैट इज दिस राज्यसभा is dissolved every year or every 5 years or not? 1/3 retire every 2 years. Great. So basically this is 1/3 retire every 2 years, so it cannot be dissolved. ठीक है, 1/3 retire every 2 years. ठीक है, ये आपको पता होना चाहिए. And what is the minimum age for becoming a Rajya Sabha member? Minimum age. Yes, CLAT aspirated Sara, you both are right. 30 years. Lok Sabha ka 25. Great. The minimum age for Lok Sabha is 25 years. And they are dissolved every 5 years. And the tenure in general of Lok Sabha MP is also, tenure in general is also of 5 years. Okay, that is what you should be knowing about. Okay. Okay, I hope it is clear. Now let me ask some more question. Who is the Speaker of Lok Sabha? We have seen a class on that last week, है ना? Removal of speaker पर हम लोगों ने we have taken a class, removal motion etc. That will be taken up on 8 or 9th March. So that's why that's also important. Speaker of Lok Sabha, Mr. Om Birla. Go to the live section, scroll down on our YouTube channel, you will find a video. Removal of speaker पर. And who is the Deputy Speaker of Lok Sabha currently? Deputy Speaker. No one. Yes. So, and in Rajya Sabha, we have actually, instead of speaker, the word used as chairman. So, who is the chairman of Rajya Sabha? Please tell me. So, deputy speaker की post, I think for the past 7 years, I think it is vacant. 6-7 years से vacant है. 7 years, I think. Chairman of Rajya Sabha. Vice President is the ex officio chairperson of Rajya Sabha, or chairman of Rajya Sabha. And who is the vice president, by the way? Dr. C.P. Radhakrishnan. Okay. And we have deputy chairman also. Who is the deputy chairman of Rajya Sabha right now? Dr. Harivansh Narayan Singh, है ना? Let me check the spelling. Harivansh Narayan Singh. Singh. Okay. That is what you should be knowing. Now, the next is right to information was enacted in which year? So we have question from this and from which country this idea has been taken. First. So first, the concept of right to information was in which country? ये भी पूछा गया. I think AILET वगैरह में भी सब question है. Yes, 2005, Right to Information Act. And the idea has been taken from where? Yes, Sarah, very good. Sweden. Not only that, there is one more concept that was taken from Sweden in India. What is that? Very important thing, concept. Taken from Sweden, which we have implemented in India. That's called as ombudsman. What is ombudsman? Who is the ombudsman in India? Lokpal. Very good. And who is the Lokpal of India? Lokpal is at central level, and at every state we are having Lokayukt, anti-corruption body, na? And the head is also called as Lokpal. So Lokpal is having. I'm sure recently we have seen some controversy where they had asked for BMW cars. तो उस पे काफी controversy वगैरह हो गया था. Former Supreme Court Judge Justice A.M. Khanwilkar. So few months back, the Lokpal had come up with the tender for issuing, I think, BMW cars. So at that time, it became a controversy. So you should be knowing something about Lokpal. The former Supreme Court Judge Justice A.M. Khanwilkar is the head of the Lokpal, and I think there are 7 more members also. Okay, that is what you should be knowing. Now, okay, and I'm sure you must be aware Lokpal bill was passed in 2013 in response to India Against Corruption movement, which happened in 2011. Anna Hazare movement, I'm sure शायद आप उस वक्त छोटे होगे. I remember those days. Anna Hazare movement was there. Here, Mr. Anna Hazare, Mr. Arvind Kejriwal, Manish Sisodia, and others were there participating in India Against Corruption movement, which led to pressurizing the government or the parliament to pass Lokpal Act in 2013. Khair. Now, we have question from RTI also. Right to Information Act led to the establishment of which famous institution? And this institution is supposed to protect the RTI. Which institution is being talked about? Anyone? To protect right to information, to ensure that our RTI is protected, which institution was established under RTI Act? Central Information Commission. Have you heard that? सुना है कभी? नहीं सुना है कभी? Have you heard this? Central Information Commission. Okay. This is having a Central Information Commissioner plus 10 Information Commissioners. Like Election Commission में कैसे होता है? Election Commission of India is a 3-member body. Chief Election Commissioner plus 2 election commissioners. Similarly, Central Information Commission has Central Information Commissioner plus maximum 10 information commissioners. Central Information Commission is headed by a bureaucrat, and last year in December, 15th December, we have seen an appointment, and his name is Mr. Raj Kumar Goel. 15th December he took the charge. ओके, ठीक है, पता होना चाहिए सेंट्रल इंफॉर्मेशन कमिश्नर. But election commission is a constitutional body. It draws its power from Article 324, whereas Central Information Commission is a statutory body from RTI Act. So of course, no doubt, ECI is a very powerful body because it draws power from the Constitution, and it is very difficult to amend as compared to RTI Act. है ना, याद आ गया सेंट्रल इंफॉर्मेशन कमीशन. अगर आपने दिसंबर की मेरी क्लास देखी होगी, सो दिसंबर करंट अफेयर्स रिवीजन में वी हैव डिस्कस्ड. Every Sunday at 3 p.m. we are having weekly current affairs. You can watch that. This Sunday also we had. You can go in the live section of the YouTube channel and watch that. So we're talking about 2005. Okay. Okay. Now I'll ask one question. Although RTI Act was passed, so the question is, RTI is which law, which right? Fundamental right, statutory right, constitutional right, none of the above. What should be the answer? Let me see how many of you can answer. Dekho, generally speaking, RTI, it is passed under RTI Act, which is a simple law from Parliament. So from this logic, the answer should be statutory right, and it is coming from a simple law. But again, the thing is, the Supreme Court has said that RTI is a fundamental right. You search on internet, Supreme Court said RTI is a fundamental right under Article 19. Even 21 se bhi hai, but main 19. Freedom of speech se wahan se aa raha hai. So the Supreme Court has said that RTI, you search it. Supreme Court says RTI is a fundamental right. And since Supreme Court has said that right to information is a fundamental right, that's why you have to now mark RTI as fundamental right in the exam. Okay? Because it is said that Constitution is what judges say. Samvidhan ka interpretation judges kar dein. So what the judges have said is the final word, especially if the Supreme Court has said. You have to accept that to be right. है ना? है ना? RTI Act है ना? Passed June 2005. Okay, the next is World Environment Day, very famous. In which case you are asking? PUCL case tha, I think. RTI Act is a fundamental right. एक इंदिरा गांधी वाली केस में भी था और एक और केस था. RTI Act is a fundamental right. Which case? एक राज नारायण केस था, I think. Let me check it. State of UP versus Raj Narayan case, एक बहुत famous है, इसमें कहा था right to information is considered as a fundamental right. And there is one more recent one, I think PUCL case था. PUCL case. Yes, PUCL versus Union of India में भी कहा गया है. Both the cases. ठीक है. Right to information is fundamental right. खैर, World Environment Day we celebrate on 5th June. Why? What is so special? Yes, many people are writing option A. The answer is option A. Reason. Yes, Stockholm Conference happened. It is considered as one of the first environmental summit because before that people did not care about environment because environment was not so bad. पहले होता एयर पोल्यूशन होता ही नहीं था उस जमाने में. तो like इंडस्ट्रियल रेवोल्यूशन स्टार्टेड इन 1750. उससे पहले देयर वाज नो इशू ऑफ एयर पोल्यूशन, है ना. सो आफ्टर दैट ह्यूमंस स्टार्टेड कॉजिंग डैमेज टू द एनवायरनमेंट एंड दे रियलाइज्ड दैट समथिंग इज रॉन्ग. And 5th June 1972, United Nations Environment Program was established on the same date. And that is why 5th June is celebrated or observed as World Environment Day. Please tell me that UNEP is headquartered where? Where is the headquarter of United Nations Environment Program? Yes, Nairobi, Kenya. Is the right answer. Yes, Sarah, you're right. So let me Move on to further question. Please hold on. I'm changing the PPT. Just hold on. Now let's ask some geography. The northernmost range of Himalaya. Now let's talk about Himalayan ranges. Just hold on. How many ranges are there in Himalayas? And the northernmost range को क्या कहते हैं? C is the right answer. Himadri. So the three ranges: Himadri, Himachal, and Shivalik. Right? Himadri. Next is Himachal. And the third one is Shivalik. So these are the three mountain ranges of Himalayas. And in general, the height of Himadri on an average is higher than Himachal and then Shimalik. Okay, on an average, because these are not mountain peaks, these are mountain ranges. So that's why I'm saying on an average, Himadri is having the highest peak, like height wise, and then Himachal and then Shivalik. Okay, so C is the right answer. So it is like this: 1, 2, 3. Roughly, I'm making. थोड़ा सा आगे पीछे हो सकता है ना? Himadri, Himachal, and then Shivalik. ठीक है. From Nanga Parvat to Namcha Barwa. Namcha Barwa यहाँ पे in Arunachal Pradesh, and Nanga Parbat is somewhere here. That is how we define Parbat. We define mountains. Okay. That is what you should be knowing. Let's move on to the next one. The wind blowing in the northern plains in summer is known as what? These are used in India, North India specifically. Kal Baisakhi, Lu, trade winds, none of the above. Anyone? The right answer is option B, Lu. I'm sure you must have heard it, है ना? North India में Lu flow करती है ना, Lu. Yes, B is the right answer. Trade winds दूसरी चीज होती है ना? Trade winds जो है वो ज्योग्राफी वीक है, कोई बात नहीं, सीखते जाइएगा मेरे साथ. Trade winds are actually planetary winds. ठीक है, I'm not going in that detail right now because वो लंबा हो जाएगा. But लू आपने नाम सुना होगा, लू बहरी, like अप्रैल मई जून में काफी चलती है ना लू. North, if you are living in North India, I'm sure you must have heard this term, है ना? The next is the wet and swampy belt of the northern plains is called as what? The right answer is तेराई, है ना? काफी फेमस है ये, है ना? हाँ, जो रिवर गंगा जैसे जा रही है इसके आसपास यहाँ पे तेराई रीजन, खास ये वाला नेपाल के आसपास जो है ना, तेराई रीजन कहलाता है. ठीक है, तो कुछ तो आप जानते हो, जैसे दो आब, आब मतलब होता है वाटर, है ना? सो दो आब मींस लैंड बिटवीन टू वाटर, between two water. So two water here means two rivers. Okay, Punjab, 5 land of 5 rivers, है ना? Like that. And there is a concept of new alluvial and old alluvial, है ना? Bhabar Khadar. Let me. Old alluvial. I'm just checking the spelling. Khadar and Bhangar, है ना? है ना? So old alluvial लिखा क्यों नहीं रहा? Just hold on. Old alluvial, है ना? So old alluvial जो है भांगर and खादर, है ना? So this is भांगर and new alluvial को खादर कहते हैं ना? Also खादर. The next is the Punjab place of northern India is dominated by dunes, passes, doas, granite. What is the right answer? I've told you. I've told you that if the keywords are matching, the answer would be that. Punjab, 5 water, Doab, do water. Like Doab means there are a lot of places where the two rivers meet, and this land is called as Doab. So there are 5 rivers. So there must be a lot of lands which are being called as Doab. The land between two rivers. ठीक है, you got it? ऐसी बहुत सारी जमीन मिलेगी जो दो रिवर के बीच में होगी, है ना? So that's the idea behind this. दून जले देहरादून वगैरह ऐसा बनता है, लेक्स बनता है. ताल, ताल भी लेक बनता है एक तरह का, जैसे नैनीताल, भीमताल. These are like geography when you read it now. Mountain formation में ये सब टर्म आता है. ताल, दून्स, like देहरादून is actually दून is a geographical phenomena. ताल, है ना? ताल also है ना, नैनीताल, भीमताल और भी बहुत सारे ताल हैं. राक्षस ताल लेक इज देयर इन तिब्बत. तो ताल वगैरह उससे बनता है, ठीक है. पास तो आप जानते हो कि ला करके लिखो, जैसे लाथूला, तो ला जो होता है वो पास को कहते हैं. शिपकिला, शिपकिला इज इन हिमाचल, नाथुला इज इन सिक्किम, ठीक है. जेलेपला पास, ला लगा होता है लास्ट में. पास, व्हाट इज पास? पास मतलब होता है कि माउंटेन है, there's a valley place where the people can cross from one place to another, that's called as pass, है ना? ये पास होता है ये वाला, ठीक है. So between the mountains you will find, and last में ला लगा होगा, जेलेपला, जैसे जेलेपला पास, नाथुला पास. We're having this. Shimla is not. Shimla is the full name. There's a not gap. There's no gap between that. If Shimla is written like this, then you can say. और वो भी पहले शिमला लिखते थे. It was written like this. Shimla. ठीक है. So we have Nathula Pass, Jelepla Pass, Barachala Pass, है ना? Zozila Pass, very famous in Jammu and Kashmir. Zozila. Zojila कहीं कहीं पे लिखते हैं, कहीं पे Zozila लिखते हैं. Zozila Pass, which you will find, I think, connecting. There's a Zozila tunnel is being made, or Z More tunnel, है ना? Which is connecting Srinagar with Kargil, है ना? I'm sure जिस आपने सुना होगा, we have seen question, जैसे एक यहाँ पर आया था, Lipu Lake Pass. Lipu Lake Pass. This was asked in CLAT 2020. This was asked. ठीक है. Zozila Pass is here. We have Shipkila Pass here. Shipkila. So Satluj river is coming like this, na, from Shipkila Pass. We have Nathula, very famous in Sikkim. Nathula Pass, very famous. If you read the Hindu newspaper, I'm sure in entire 1 year you will come across this at least once. कभी ना कभी आप नाथुला पास के बारे में पढ़े होंगे, ठीक है. उसी जस्ट पास में जेलेपला पास इज देयर, ठीक है. So these are prominent passes. Who among the following which river divides Peninsular Plateau? This also you should be knowing about. Means it creates a distinction between North India and the Peninsular Plateau. What is the right answer? Yes, Sarah, glad I spread you both right. Narmada is the right answer to this question. ठीक है. So अब देखोगे, this is Vindhyan mountain in Madhya Pradesh. This is Satpura in Maharashtra, na? And between that, a river is flowing that is called as Narmada River, starting from Chhattisgarh and goes like this, है ना? This is Narmada River. ठीक है. And Narmada is considered as a boundary. ये Narmada है, it creates a boundary that this is North India and this is Peninsular Plateau. So below Narmada, it is considered as below Narmada, or south to Narmada, it is considered as Peninsular Plateau. Okay, that is what you should be doing. Next is name the highest peak of Peninsular Plateau. So it is not asking highest peak of India. It is asking highest peak of South India. Peninsular Plateau means they're asking about highest peak of South India. Yes, CLAT assessment, you are right. D is the right answer. Annai Modi is the right answer to this question. ठीक है. देखो, if someone is asking highest peak of the world, then what should be the answer? Highest peak of the world, what should be the answer? Mount Everest. ठीक है. You will find it in Nepal. So let's say somewhere in the Nepal you will find Mount Everest. highest peak of the world. If someone is asking highest peak in India, that what should be the answer? So the answer is K2 or Karakoram. Godwin Austen लिखते हैं. Sometimes and Godwin Austen. However, since it is in POK region, Pakistan occupied Kashmir region, sometimes they do not give this option. It is not mentioned sometimes in the exam. So the another option that is mentioned is Kanchenjunga in Sikkim. So if K2 is not mentioned, then you should go for Kanchenjunga. But ideally, India's highest peak is K2 and second highest peak is Kanchenjunga. But sometimes instead of K2, they give, if they have not given the option K2 and the option mentions Kanchenjunga, then you should go for it. Okay? But generally, ideally, if K2 is mentioned and Kanchenjunga both are mentioned, you should go for K2 because we believe that this is our integral part. So that should be the answer. Okay? Is this clear? Yes, I hope. And when we are talking about highest peak in South India, so this is the Western Ghat. I'm sure you must be aware. So let me clear it. This is Western Ghat and this is Eastern Ghat. So this is EG Eastern Ghat. This is WG Western Ghat. Okay. So somewhere here in the last, you will find Annaimudi, which is the highest peak of South India or highest peak of Peninsular India. Okay. This has to be very crystal clear. ठीक है, याद रहेगा. अच्छा, एक चीज और है, ये हो गया 4 ऑप्शन. Someone is saying कि option C is not in India. Very good. Who said this? Let me see. Yes, Aradhya, you were right. Now please tell me, Aradhya, you will find it where? Rockies कहाँ मिलेगा अगर इंडिया में नहीं है तो? Let me see. Rockies. Kanchenjunga is shared between Nepal and India, but yes, the answer can be Kanchenjunga if the option says. ठीक है, वो माना जाता है कि जो पीक है वो इंडिया का हिस्सा है, तो उसको एक्सेप्ट कर लिया था. Rockies is in US. Very good. So US may be, and some parts is actually in Canada also. ठीक है, so very good. Western side of US में and Canada में you will find Rockies. Very good. Very happy to see. And Canada में भी. Next is Peninsular Plateau of India is the part of. So this is actually ancient geography, कह सकते हो, whatever you can say. It's a geography, but very old geography. मतलब काफी पुराना उसमें. Let's talk about millions of years back when you have read about Pangaea, Panthalassa, है ना? These are the things, है ना? So they're talking about millions of years back, and that land got split into Laurentia and Gondwana land, and we are part of Gondwana land. So C is the right answer. Yes. So there was Pangaea. It got broken into Laurentia and Gondwana land. So India comes from here, Gondwana land. C is the right answer. So that's why even we have Gondwana coal. आप search करोगे, you will get to know. Yes, Sarah, you're right. C is the right answer. Gondwana coal is also there. Gondwana coal, I think you will find it in Jharkhand region, if I'm not wrong. Let me search Gondwana coal. Yes, Jharkhand, Odisha, and Bengal region. Yes, this region you will find Gondwana coal. Okay. Yes, Gond tribe is also there. The next is Indian desert lies towards what? And I think it's easy. And which desert is being talked about, you have to tell me that as well. Yes, Thar desert. Very good. B is the right answer. Western margin of Aravallis. So let's talk about this. Okay. So this is Aravalli mountain range. Okay. Now, this is Luni river. Right? ऐसे जाके खत्म हो जाती है और अराबियन सी तक जाती भी नहीं, Luni river. And somewhere here, you will find Thar Desert. Okay, that is what you should be knowing about. Now, so this is what is being talked about. Now, there is one more desert. Can you please tell me about that? In India. Yeah, Antarctica can be there, but I'm asking about deserts in India. Otherwise, we can have thousands of deserts outside India. Another very prominent. Yes, Ladakh. Very good, huh? वैसे CLAT aspirant, you also thought in the right way, means you were thinking of cold desert, right? So Ladakh is also a famous place for bikers, है ना? Cold desert, right? Very good. ठीक है, so that is what you should be knowing about. Now, our एक चीज और, since we are talking about Aravallis, I'm sure you must be aware of the last year in December there were some judgments regarding with regards to that. The Supreme Court judgment, then the Supreme Court later on stayed that judgment. You know what was that? Can anyone tell me? रन ऑफ कच्छ यहाँ पर है, हाँ, सॉल्ट पैंस के लिए फेमस है, हाँ. Aravallis, yes, 100-meter rule was there. If it is less than 100 meter, it will not be considered as part of Aravallis, and there were some rules, and because of which a lot of hue and cry happened. People started protesting also. So this definition was given by government to the Supreme Court, and Supreme Court accepted it. So later on, a lot of protests happened, and Supreme Court stayed the previous judgment. Because if you are not considering those mountains, there are some of the mountains or which are less than 100 meter. So if you allow them, then of course the mining can be happening, and then that will be dangerous. Yes, Guru Shikhar, very good. Guru Shikhar is there, which is the highest peak of Aravallis. Yes, that's right. So we are stopping this class here. Most likely we will be having a class tomorrow with regards to Iran conflict, Israel-Iran US conflict. We'll try to schedule that class because it is very much in the news. Okay, so we are stopping this class here. Please subscribe to our channel, press the like button, share this video. Thank you everyone. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.